welcome to another episode of the Back Catalogue podcast. This is the podcast where we, and by we, I mean me, Apo, and my co-host / co-founder Vincent, we dive into the Disney Plus streaming service and we tell you, the listener and the viewer, what's worth it and what is not. And today we're back in the Disney Plus streaming service, Vincent. We are back doing what for us became a certified classic. Like the original movie became a certified classic.
The fans seem to really appreciate this. Yeah, this is all Mick and Ori stuff, bro.
Yeah,
this is.
We got to get this out of here.
Just throw it as far as you can.
Like 3D action.
Catch. Yeah, High School Musical, the original, not the musical, the series, just like High School Musical, the movie.
Yeah.
The back catalog episode is almost our. It's still doing numbers. It's the top one on the Billboard 100 of the back catalog. Yeah, which is currently up to like 58 or something.
Yeah, and also like speaking of like numbers, like our Yumbo video is doing numbos.
Bro, 82 subscribers. All right, so thank you to all the subscribers out there. 82. That's
numbers, man.
Dude, considering like 2 months ago we had under 50. Dude, and I'm getting like, oh, this person subscribed. Do you know him? Do I know him? No one knows him. So these are people that, you know, have gotten onto the content and have gone, yeah, this is something that I can subscribe to. Yeah. Like emotionally and, you know, via YouTube.
Yeah. Then these have been organic subscribers, which is even better. Because usually we just like, we're making accounts. We're getting our family to make accounts. Like Vinny's mum has got 3 accounts.
Bro, she doesn't even know how to use a computer.
But you've just subscribed on all 3 accounts.
I've just subscribed.
But Vincent, you alluded to it. Today we're doing 2007's very own High School Musical 2.
Do you want me to get up the...
I got all the facts here.
You got all the...
I got all the facts here. Don't even worry about it.
You've got the business attire and you've got the business attire, you know?
Bro, shout out industry. I don't know if like...
sponsor us.
Well, I mean, I'd love it because that's all I wear.
I know. I don't think I can do it. I got to get my notes up. That's it. All right. Tell us.
Can I give you some facts here,
Give me
Vincent?
some facts, bro.
Dude, this got the 5.1 out of 10 on the IMDb.
What's the first one got to compare that? Because this is the first sequel we're doing. Let's have a look.
Compare, bro. Compare.
High School Musical.
Now, while I've got this up, it's got the 82% on the Rotten Tomatoes, and that's through 22 actual reviewers. So we're talking like reviewers like you and I.
Yeah, professionals.
And then 72% audience rating. Now, I believe that High School Musical 2 has rated higher on the Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, they've got 5.4 on the IMDb. Rotten Tomatoes, they're 63%.
See, it's rated higher, High School Musical 2. So, I mean, it depends on which one you prefer to look at. But right now, High School Musical 2 is winning for RT.
And it's 82% tomato score, which I don't know what that means.
That means like reviewers have done it.
And the popcorn score is 72%?
That's audience. All right, it has a budget of $7 million. And according to High School Musical fandom, Troy and Gabriella are still together, you know? They're still together to this day.
To the end, as in, oh, you mean just in...
Like to this day, they're together.
So someone's wrote like fan fiction.
Like I was looking High School Musical 2 and it said, you know how like Google has like suggestions?
Yeah.
It said, are Troy and Gabriella still together in 2020?
Dude, they're the best.
I'm telling you, man. I've got the facts here. They're still together. I
want to see what else is...
They're married.
What else we got
according to this?
Did Troy and Gabriella get married? There had been announced a High School Musical 4 called The Wedding.
Bro, it's wild. I can imagine
Ryan and Sharpay twins in real life.
Is this the content where...
Yeah, this is not. Did Sharpay and Ryan hate each other? Is Ryan Sharpay's brother? Come on, if you're asking those questions.
The best thing about what you just did there, you were like this. Do Ryan and Sharpay hate each other? And you're like... Like, it was fun for you. Like, it looked a lot more fun for you.
It wasn't fun for me. I was shaking my head because I'm going, this is not content.
You're like...
I thought it'd be better than this.
This is the best content. Everyone have a look. Gather around. Can I give you a review by Gabriella Aberman in November of 2018? This is recent.
Relatively fresh.
10 out of 10. Iconic is the title.
Iconic.
Cinematic gold, to say the least. Nothing has never and will never compare to this masterpiece.
Age, 8.5.
Because there's some words that like used there that don't really fit, you know?
That's hilarious though.
But we're here. I'm going to give you the synopsis on Disney Plus. Then we're going to give you our own synopsis. Then we're going to get into this. The Wildcats enjoy their vacation and define their future. And we're here, Vincent.
Define their future. Okay, there we go.
So essentially what this is, it's like, it's summer break. Like time to get down. We're on vacation.
Yeah, but they've all decided they want to get jobs and they all end up getting jobs at a country club.
Yeah.
Yeah, Donald Trump's there. He's talking about like trade deals. They're all the best trade deal. He's doing like trade deal after trade deal and they're all the best.
And this was like 2007 Donald Trump when like he was in rap songs, you know what I mean? Like when like he was in rap songs like not being the target of the hate, he was being the target of the love.
Yeah, because you know it was I'm Donald Trump-esque. You know, I've got big dollars.
Yeah, like up like Donald Trump.
That was definitely not this.
That wasn't 2007.
No,
that was like 2014.
Yeah.
But still, he was in the public eye, but in a different way. But also the Wildcats, they want to go there because they all have their different reasons for getting some money. One man wants to get a car. For Troy, it's about, I need to save up some money for college. And we're here.
And we're here.
So Vincent, this is what I want to talk about. One, I want to talk about the songs.
Yeah, can we just talk about how the start, they were like, yeah, you know what you've bought into. This is a musical. We're like throwing into you like a 6.5 minute song. Bro,
no word of a lie, 6.5 minutes.
Dude, I'm not sitting through 6.5 minute songs unless it's made by like Donald Glover or, you know, pre-2013 Kanye West.
Yeah.
Otherwise, then 6.5 minutes, I see that, I'm switching off.
Like the only time I'm sitting through that much if it's Runaway.
Oh, 100%.
Like Pusha and Kanye West, because that's like a 7-minute song.
You just hear the ding, ding for like 4 minutes, and I'm like, this is it. This is music.
And you're just like, you're leading up to it.
Yeah, and then you hear the ding, and you're like, bro, you thought he was going to do the ding, but he did the ding. You know, I'm not very, you know, I would press these, but that's got us in all sorts of trouble.
I know. You should just randomly somehow change those buttons. So then one day you just press it, not knowing. And like, we might have our own Kanye West version of like the ding and there's a doom. But this song, the issue with this song and all the other songs, we'll get right into the songs now. I'm not even going to talk about what we're going to talk about.
The songs are trash in this one.
Let me tell you, Vincent. High School Musical 1 had some certified slappers.
Yeah.
We said that. There's 0 certified slappers in this.
None. Even the last song.
The last song was like...
The last song is like...
letdown.
What was it? Like, everybody, like, we're all friends, Wildcats.
Like, let's get wild with the Wildcats. Like, if they sang that would have been better.
Terrible songs.
They have little bits that are good in these songs. Like, little small bits. Like, you know, it's like, na, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
That's top tier.
Yeah,
but then it goes downhill from there.
But that was that song that that lady had, you know, this is for Troy and Gabriella. This is the one that you guys are meant to do.
Yeah.
And they kind of they half did it.
Yeah, they did it just like together. Like, they're like, how are we going to sing this song? We don't even know it. And then they just sing in the song.
Yeah. How do I, Troy, a person who doesn't sing, like on occasion he does singing and sometimes does basketball singing.
Yeah, which is the hardest
how can I know this song straight away? Oh, okay, now I know this song straight away.
But you're right. None of these songs are certified slappers, but the biggest issue with each of the songs is that it will go through it and then there'll be a bit of a musical dance break and then it will go back into it for another 3 minutes.
Yeah, they were too long.
They would just keep going. I'm like, why is this going? Like the first song, they're singing and then they're dancing and then they're singing again and then they stop and they say something and then Troy slides on the ground towards the camera going, yeah. I was like, wait.
He didn't even say nah, 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 nah.
No. He didn't lead up to it.
It didn't even lead up to it.
I thought when I saw him sliding on the ground, I was like, tell me there's not another 3 minutes of this. Like, we're getting into more.
Yeah, I feel like the first one wasn't, there was singing, musical stuff, and then there was the movie. But this one seemed like they just kind of, they're singing, they're dancing, they're doing basketball, but now they're doing baseball singing.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I thought baseball singing might have thrown me back into it. But a lot of that song was like, what's the guy's name? Corbin Bleu.
The song was, no, you can't make me dance as I am dancing. Like, here, let me do a few moonwalks. You can't make me dance. I won't do it.
Yeah, he's literally like, he's not only is he dancing, but he's doing like, he's bringing in props. He's got the bat and he's like swinging the bat around.
He's doing choreographed moves with like backup dancers.
And we've seen Corbin Bleu do dancing. I've seen Jump In, the movie starring Corbin Bleu, in which he like does jumping on a skipping rope. You know, have you seen that?
No.
Right, I remember I was, back in those Disney days when I was like on Fox. I remember that dropped. I watched it on the night that it dropped. Jump In starring Corbin Bleu, and let me tell you,
like you jump right into it.
I wish there was a Jump In like 2, and it was called Jump Right Into It. Like
Jump right into it.
That's what I wish. But I don't think there's much more to say about the songs other than the fact that
the songs are not good. They're not memorable. The one with Sharpay where she's doing
Honolulu?
like Honolulu poo poo poo. That was a line.
That's a fever dream. Like, I know that's what it was made out to be.
You can't
be doing like cultural appropriation.
Well, not even that. You just can't be doing like poo poo poo.
Oh, you shouldn't be doing it. Not at her age.
Yeah, no. The whole premise of this movie is a bit.
Well, there's no real story here.
No, it's like, oh, okay, Sharpay and Sharpay's is Ryan Sharpay's brother? Did we confirm that?
I don't think you actually confirmed it because you were just laughing.
I was just laughing.
You smiled.
As if someone asked that question.
You were like the end of a movie in which, the end of Inception when the thing doesn't stop like spinning. That's what we've got here. Like, we neither know whether or not they're brothers or if they're not brothers.
They're siblings or not siblings. Yeah, that's right. And we'll never know because I'm
smiled.
never going back to that.
Well, you know.
I know.
Because you saw it, you smiled, and then you just went, it's for another time.
It's for another time. But yeah, so they go to this country club because Sharpay wants to, she wants to get with Troy.
She wants Troy to be like singing with her.
Yeah. And so she wants to get Troy only, but the way Troy comes, he's like, nah, you got to employ me and you got to employ like 17 other heads here.
Yeah. The wild
Like,
hats.
we've just got like 30 openings.
We've got to have it.
Like, we only had one position available, but now we've got 30.
And like lucky because they didn't have any staff at all by the looks of things.
That's what I mean. Where were they going to get the staff? Because a country club is not strictly for summer.
No, it's just like you're out in the country, you're doing club things. You like rich people got time to do things.
That's right. They don't have to wait till summer.
They're not doing 9 to 5s. They might do like 9 to 3:30s.
Bro, they might just not even do like 9. They might not even start.
They go 9, they do a little like caffedachi, they go for a cafe, they go, they hang out, they do a couple business meetings, i.e. just like you're at Chibo's for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or a better coffee shop.
Yeah, you talk about like fast cars and like nice suits.
While wearing like nice suits.
No, you talk about nice suits.
You're also wearing them. Like if you're country clubbing, unless like they're those rich people that like they'll wear like
something
stuff
like a
from
tucked in
Lowe's.
polo top, like pastels, strictly pastels. Loafers with the khaki pants.
Yeah, and then the leather Italian shoes.
Yeah, bro.
So this is the main, and this is what I really wanted to talk about with you, Vincent, because this is my biggest qualm with the movie. But one of the things that I want to talk about, and probably the main issue in this movie in regards to the plot and how the characters see each other, is that throughout the time at this country club, Troy, aka Zac Efron, keeps getting promoted to these new jobs, and like through his promotions, he's able to talk with Sharpay's dad and mum more, and they're talking about scholarships. They're talking about scholarships. They're talking about, hey, we heard that like you ain't got the funds for like school, but like I can hit you up with like scholarships. I know the dude at U of A. I know the dude at University of Albuquerque. Look at the team. Look at the Red Hawks here. You can go play with them. You can do a scrimmage with them. So if they see how good you are, even better reason to give you a scholarship. So Troy's like, what you don't think I'm going to jump on these things?
Yeah, bro, that's opportunities.
Like if someone said to you, hey, look, food, eat. You don't just say, nah, I'm all good. You jump on that opportunity to eat. And that's what Troy's doing. He realizes, I won't be able to pay for the university I want to go to. My parents aren't able to pay. That's the whole reason he's there. I got this opportunity to potentially get a scholarship. I'm gonna wear some Italian loafers.
Yeah, and all his friends are mad that.
All these friends are mad. And this is the thing. Troy's made out to be the bad guy in this movie.
Yeah, see, that he's somewhat of a bad guy because, he is like blowing off his friends a lot. But they're getting mad at him not for blowing them off, for being promoted and getting these good opportunities. Bro, I thought we were the Skyhawks for life, or what are they called?
Wildcats.
The Wildcats. The Wildcats for life. You know, I thought we were going to do it in high school forever.
Yeah, that's and like look like the dude's like, look at my clothes. Look at these clothes that this business gave me compared to your clothes. You're wearing like Italian leather. I'm just wearing like industry, you know, strictly. And it's like, well, hold on a second. This man got you a job. Like you got a job at this country club because of Zac Efron.
Because of Zac Efron.
And this is 2007 Zac Efron. This is almost like prime Zac Efron.
Yeah.
Like 2012 was probably like, you know, whenever 17 again came out. That's prime Zac Efron, right? Nowadays, people are like, did he get face surgery? I think the man's just got his teeth taken out and he's a bit swollen. Have you seen that video that came up?
No.
It's like someone's birthday and he's like saying like, hey, happy birthday, you know, George Clooney or something, because, you know, they're all mates, right?
Yeah.
And Zac Efron's got like, his like chin is like swollen like this. And people are like, oh my God, did Zac Efron get like chin fillers?
Yeah, bro, man's probably got his wisdom teeth taken out.
Man's just trying to live with like out wisdom teeth, you know? He was sick of the wisdom. He wanted to take it out. And then people all over the internet are like speculating whether Zac Efron got.
Bro, he was too
surgery.
wise. They had to stop him. He's whipping out fortune cookie lines like left, right, and center.
Dude, he starred in Baywatch, 2017.
Bro, probably a
starring
terrible
The Rock.
movie.
Did you remember that movie even existed? Because I didn't until I looked at Zac's IMDb.
Yeah, I forgot until you brought that up.
Dude, I was like, I got to figure out when peak Zac Efron is. So I was like looking through his IMDb
to make this joke.
Like, to make this joke. I was looking through his IMDb. I was like, what the hell? There was a movie called Baywatch that he was in. I looked at it. I was like, oh yeah, that movie with The Rock.
Dude, surely that's got the worst ratings.
It'd have to be. I can't remember what the ratings were.
Nah,
but
who cares?
I'm pretty sure that was just like, look at The Rock like running down the beach like muscles.
And look at these other like Rock and Zac Efron, and then those other women.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the actress is.
Yeah. But like, just look at them.
That's it.
Don't worry about anything else.
Like they're just going to run in slow motion for an hour and a half.
And there's a plot somewhere in there. Like maybe like Rock's Achilles was a bit tight, so he had to slow down, you know, do some calf stretches.
Guys, my Achilles.
But can I say something about the Wildcats? Dogs, the lot of them.
No, a lot of them.
You know why? Because all they're thinking about is they're thinking about the current situation. You know, they want Zac Efron to be like there for the 2-on-2. But it's like, hey, this summer vacation only goes for a little bit of time. I'm going to see you all year next year. If I get some University of Albuquerque like sign-ups, dude, I can maybe link you up to that. I could be like, hey, look, you know, I'm the point guard, but Corbin Bleu, like you haven't seen him jump in before, have you? Like he'll jump in, he'll jump out.
He can jump in. Like you see, he's made a whole movie about jumping in specifically.
I hope Corbin Bleu's doing well.
I hope.
Another issue that I have with this movie, and I wonder if you will agree with me, Vincent. Now, we're just doing hits and misses at this point because there's nothing else in this movie other than hits and misses, but a lot of misses, in my opinion. Right? Zeke.
That's what I was going to say. My man Zeke didn't get a play.
Underused, right?
Bro, he was doing baking, singing.
I know. Like, where's the creme brulee jokes?
Man's just said like, "Oh, this is a muffin." You didn't even remember he was baking. I remembered he was baking. I was like, where is Zeke going to bake something? He had the hat on. They had him kitted out. I reckon there's some deleted scenes in there where it's just Zeke baking for 15 minutes.
And I wish, you know what? That's what they should have done. The deleted scenes or the special features should be like making creme brulee with Zeke.
Man, that would be a special feature.
Would that be a hit?
Bro, that'd be a hit.
Like you have like, these are the top tier special features, right? One is the Snow White game that you got.
Oh man.
Right? Top tier.
That's absolutely top tier.
2 is the sing-along thing from like Shrek 2 or Shrek 1.
I don't remember that, but sure.
You like can do sing-along with like all the characters. 3, if Zeke did creme brulees.
Yeah, man.
That's top tier. And then 4, lucky last is like, there's this game with like Garfield, you have to like eat lasagnas to like live. Like that's literally the game. You have to get from point A to point B, but if you like don't get enough lasagnas, you just die. Like out in the wild. Like that's the Garfield game.
Out in the wild. I'm in a forest. I need to find a lasagna.
But yeah, no, underplayed. Zeke totally underplayed.
Yeah. The messages in this movie were not good.
No.
The first movie was, you know, it made sense. You know, Troy wanted to do basketball, but he also wanted to do singing, and people didn't like him for doing singing.
Yeah. And people didn't like him for doing basketball either.
But then he did basketball singing.
First person to put it together. You know?
And then, you know, there was, you know, you can do what you want to do. Apart from that one song that was like, bro, stick to the status quo.
Yeah, but at least that song had like, it progressed the plot a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, that all these people were like, oh, I love this thing. And then people around them were like, no, don't worry about that. Or I loved, there was the lady who loves like rap music, but she likes science as well.
Yeah, how you can't love rap music and science.
And it's like, what?
Like, you ever seen Eminem doing like Bunsen burners?
I haven't, to be honest, but I've seen him do fire. Have you ever seen Bill Nye listen to like Jermaine?
I think Bill Nye is a rap man.
He would be a rap man.
Yeah, I think
but that's what I'm saying. Like, he can be.
Yeah, of course. I'm saying it's allowed, but I'm saying, I was making a joke.
I know, I agree with you.
You agree with my joke?
I agree with your joke entirely, 100%.
Joke approved.
But at least thinking back on the songs, one was like, don't be afraid to shoot the outside J. Like, that's basketball singing. So that gets a pass. Even if it doesn't progress.
First one.
Yeah, even if it doesn't progress the plot.
Yeah, but that was also a good song, and they were doing the bouncing the balls and bro.
Like, added into the music. There was
too much.
The start of something new. Didn't that start off the whole thing?
Yeah, because it was start off something new.
What have we got now? Like, I guess we got summer vacation. It explains that it is summer vacation. Did you think that in this film and just in general during High School Musical that Zac Efron leads into every room? Like, he walks into every room or every scene, like, arms first. I
just knocked everything, like reaching in to pull himself into the room.
No, he's just always like,
guys, what's going on here?
There's a scene where he rocks up to the country club for the first time, and Sharpay's like looking at him and he's in slow motion because she's like, this is how I'm going to win this like spectacular, like whatever it's called, like the Song of Palooza, right? And he's doing like this.
He's moving his eyes.
And I from that moment, I was like, this is something that Zac Efron has done in all these movies.
Maybe that's peak Zac Efron, like with the arms, like going into like a room or a space with his arms first, Yeah. Like Corbin Bleu jumped in, like Zac Efron arms in.
That's peak Zac Efron.
That's peak Zac Efron. We found it.
You
didn't have to go to IMDb for that. You just had to go to High School Musical 2.
Yeah. And the Back Catalogue podcast. Was there anything that you would say was a hit in this movie, Vincent?
I don't know, but I want to say something about other things Zac Efron does. There is a lot of this movie where it's a whole bunch of heads jumping up onto places to sit down. Did you notice that?
Or like when he jumps on...
When he jumps onto the kitchen bench to sit down, when he jumps onto the thing in the country club, like he jumps up and sits down. He does that like 3 times in one song.
Like he walks to it and like jumps and then like does a 180.
No, he just sits down. Like jumps up to sit down on a raised surface.
Like you didn't notice that? He's doing squat jumps? Like how far is he jumping? Like is his feet touching
just
the
like
surface?
This table, for example. No, his feet aren't touching the bottom. You didn't notice that?
I didn't. But
that was the first thing I was like, what's going on here?
See, this is why we come together when we do this podcast. Because I wouldn't have told, like, there's probably people out there, out of like the 32 people that like will view this, 2 of them would probably have seen like him jump up.
Yeah, well, viewers at home, watch this movie again and realize how many times Zac Efron, I can't remember if anyone else does it, but Zac Efron just like jumps up onto surfaces a lot.
And just sits down and like talks.
And just sits down and then like does, basketball singing.
Like shoots the breeze.
Yeah.
My partner was watching this with me and she was like, because we grew up in the height of High School Musical like fever.
Yeah.
Like it was running rampant in our school. There was, I remember I didn't watch the full thing, but I remember seeing the basketball singing scene at Osh. Our school, ours care, right? And I was thinking, man, this is basketball and singing in one. Like the bowl is creating the music. It's both diegetic and non-diegetic sound like coming together.
That was iconic, Gabriella Albuquerque.
Exactly. Exactly. But my partner was like, I never got into High School Musical. Did that make me like a bad teenager? And I was like, babe, you grew up in the country. Like you were doing like horse things. Yeah, like you had better things to do than watch like High School Musical,
You were like wrangling animals.
Like, I'm not even kidding. Like wrangling animals.
Bro, we were like taking pictures of Pokemon on Nintendo 64. You just can't compare those 2 things.
I know, man. Like when we talk like video games, she's just out of the equation. She's like, how could you have sat inside your whole life and just played video games? And it's like, well, my backyard ain't like 14 acres. You know what I mean? I have a big like country backyards, you know? If I had a horse in my backyard, like, of course I'd be out there.
Yeah, just a big old horse in, a 4x4 meter backyard.
And like, because we're like Italian and Greek, it's mostly concrete. You know, like right. We don't have grass going, you know? I'm not sure.
It's artificial grass.
If it is grass.
If it is grass.
Because like, why do you need to water it? We're saving the environment.
You got to water the concrete. You don't water the grass.
Do you want it to expand in the heat? Do you want cracks?
Dude, any ethnic people will understand that.
That's ethnic things.
If you walk past a house, take note. If you're going out for a walk, because you should be out on walks, like slip, slop, slap though. Sunscreen.
And it's not as bad now in the winter times if you're in it.
But still, UVs, they be getting through.
Yeah. Apparently there's a watch coming out which will tell you about the UVs. Live.
Hello, what time is it? 5 UVs.
I forgot this is the wrong watch.
But what's the time? 6 UVs. I got to get inside.
Go on with your
but if you're walking out in the streets and you come across houses with, the things to look for are, statues.
Oh, 100%. You've got one.
Just concrete. No grass.
As far as the eye can see.
Lemon trees. That's the 3.
Like signs for hot chili bushes.
Signs for hot chili bushes. There you go. That's the 4th. If you see them, you're looking at an ethnic house.
We're talking red brick. We're talking white columns.
Oh, dude, red brick. Even the white brick, the kind of cream.
Yeah.
They do them sometimes here at least. So if you're outside of the house and just yell like Maron,
they'll come running.
Or like Elare.
Yeah.
Like they'll come out. Someone will come out.
Like Walio. Like they'll come run out. Like if you see a line, especially plaster line, you're there. But Vincent, let's go back to High School Musical. I want to talk about one of the hits, one of the funniest things that happened in this whole.
Yeah. Can I guess what it is?
Yeah.
Is it when Troy is doing the rehearsal at the end with Sharpay, and he's overwhelmed because there's fireworks going on, and he just wants to do singing. He doesn't want to do like acrobatics and singing.
Yeah. He'll do like minimal choreography.
That's right. And then he goes to Sharpay. I need some air. Mans is outside in the country club, and he needs some air.
No, not that specifically, but like I'm glad that you found that funny.
That's hilarious. I was like, bro, Mans needs some air. He's outside. Sharpay's looking at him like, yeah, that's fair enough. I need some air. Like, I can't see any air.
Sharpay's like doing the beautiful mind stuff, like seeing all the numbers. But no, I was going to say it's when Troy first meets Sharpay's mum, and Sharpay's mum goes like, "Oh, Shantae," or whatever, right? Oh, and he just goes, "Awesome."
Hey man, he's strictly basketball singing,
dude. Like
he's not basketball singing and French.
No, that's exactly right. Unless you're Manu Ginobili.
I don't know who that is.
I think he's not French. One of them. Tony Parker, he's French.
John St. Pierre.
George St. Pierre. Yeah.
John's his brother.
That's his brother. Like if you're a French basketball player, you could do all 3.
Bro, you could.
But yeah, Troy does not know. There's some funny moments where just Troy's like a bit of a fish out of water.
Yeah. Also, when Sharpay's dad rocks up, Mans rocks up in the chopper, hops out with the golf club in hand. Like, he's ready to go.
Also, are her family made out to be like? Are they meant to be like bad people? Because like throughout the whole thing, they're just like really
the parents
nice
are
people.
fine. Yeah, I thought the dad was going to be, one of them, a bit of a hard ass.
Marry my daughter, or else you won't get University of Albuquerque.
Yeah, what I thought was going to happen is because Troy promises that he'd sing a song with Sharpay.
Yeah.
And I was going to think, when he goes, "Oh, nah, I'm not going to do it anymore." "Oh, you promise?" And then the dad would be like, with a baseball bat. "Oh, but you promised."
So how do you think I got all this money, bro? How do you think I got it all? Shady things. All right, just so you know.
Just so you know.
Like that man, he's just happy,
Yeah, and the mum's nice.
Mum's nice. You know why they're happy? Because they got like oil money on their hands. They got the blood of like innocent people on their hands.
Blood diamonds.
They got blood diamonds on their hands, but you know what? They're happy.
They're doing country club things.
They're doing country club things.
Mum's doing just like yoga and Pilates.
I want to get I've said this on Twitter, I believe, that I want to get to the point where I'm so rich that I get tennis lessons. Like I just, I don't need to go to work because I've got tennis lessons. I can't go out. I've got tennis lessons. Yeah. I'll be like to my partner, "But you booked this, but I've got tennis lessons with like Yuri You're the tennis trainer.
It's our 5-year anniversary. Yeah, but I've got tennis lessons. I'm rich. I've got status to uphold.
You either have tennis lessons or you have a yoga instructor at your house. You're not going anywhere for that. My tennis lessons aren't at the courts with the common folk. They're at my house.
Yeah, like Michael from GTA 5.
Yeah.
When you got to you move the joysticks and do yoga and like do downward facing dog.
Yeah, and like if your joysticks are at all broken,
nah,
you're
not going past that mission.
No.
You might as well return the game.
Dude, that's what happened to me.
Trade it into EB Games for like 3 cents. And then they'll sell it for $60.
Yeah, nowadays you'll get that. Especially like GTA, it's still like $98.
Right.
But yeah, I look, let's just talk about like things we'll do when we're rich from like this podcast and YouTube. Like if Yumbo keeps getting numbos, we'll get rich.
Right, we might have to do another Yumbo video this weekend.
Like we're going to get that Yumbo money. Dude, I won't know what to do with the Yumbo money. Like I think this is what's going to happen. 2 things. I'm going to have a pool, I'm going to have a tennis court in my house, but it's also a basketball court. Right? I'm going to get tennis training there on site. I'm not doing yoga. I'm doing swimming lessons. And I think you should join in as well because like you need swimming. Like, I can swim.
Bro, I stay out of the water.
And I'll probably have like a under thing of my pool where there's like just a shark in there because like I'm rich, you know?
Nah, dude. Like if I go on a boat and the boat capsizes, I'm just calling it there. I'm like, bro, we'll hurry. The lifeboat's right here. Nah, bro, I'm sorry. That's it for me. I've lived a good life.
You have.
I did 56 episodes of this podcast.
And like Yumbo's got views.
Yeah, bro, Yumbo has got views.
It's got more than our Golden Gay Time video.
Yeah.
That's what's wild.
Dude, thank you to everyone. And like and subscribe if you want. But thank you to everyone who's watched that. Because, I mean, that was a fun video to make.
It was. You know, we won't get into it. But hey, so let's finish off this, Vince.
Can we talk about Sharpay?
Yeah.
She's the worst.
Yeah, she is the worst, but like
in both movies, she's the worst. And at the end, they're like, "Oh, but we're mates now."
Because it's Wildcats for life.
But she actively goes out of her way
to ruin friendships,
and
like relationships.
Right, all types of ships.
Can I tell you something?
Like if I was on a boat with her, we'd be drowning because she'd be ruining that ship.
But you'd be fine with it.
I'd be fine.
You just say, "I'm out. That's it. I shouldn't have come on this boat anyway. Like, why am I going over the seas on the seas? Like, I need planes here." But you're correct. And another thing that raised for me is that one, like, you know, Ashley Tisdale did like her work well. Let me say that.
Oh yeah, good actress.
Good actress, you know. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, good actress. Playing a completely different role, but doing it well.
Yeah.
But you're right. She does everything bad, and then at the end, she's like, "We're a team," you know.
Yeah, and Zac Efron goes, "Oh, okay, yeah, we'll sing this together, whatever." And then they're singing the one in the pool when they're all around the pool, and Gabriella sings something like, "We thought you sucked, but you were not that bad, and now we're friends again. Let's jump in the pool."
And can I say another thing that was like really upsetting to me because of what Sharpay did? Dude, there was like we worked a whole movie, High School Musical 1, to get like Troy and Gabriella like on screen doing singing together, right? We got 2 songs.
Troy and Gabriella, 2 songs.
Yeah. We got Na 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 like the first time.
Yeah.
And then we got like the one where she comes like from down the way. Like it's at the like Singapalooza at the very end.
Oh, you're talking about it in High School Musical 2?
I'm saying High School Musical 2.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted more Troy and Gabriella, like doing like just ballads.
Just ballads.
Like think about if there was like a Breaking Free like slapper.
Dude,
like
Breaking Free was a great end to the movie. This one, I don't even remember what it was called, like Every Day by Logic, you know? Like I work hard every, day, yeah.
And I'm sure that he does. Like, Mr. Logic, I hope you're doing well. Like, I hope the relationship like that ended didn't like affect you too badly.
He's got a kid now, so hopefully that relationship goes better.
Yeah. Like if your kid breaks up with you, that's...
Like you're doing something wrong.
You've done something wrong. But let's get into whether... I think it's time.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. I mean, it was nice to see Ryan getting a bit of love from the Wildcats.
Yeah.
That was fine.
Like his dancing in the baseball thing.
Like that was probably the best bit.
Yeah, because like we love sport and we love singing,
and we love singing while doing sports. But also, he was like, "Oh yeah, I did baseball, Little League, world champion of the year, 3 years in a row, bro. I'm MVP."
It's like, why don't you continue doing baseball things then?
Yeah.
Like, you obviously enjoy it. But also, like, he had like, you know, a good hat to like pant ratio. Like, I loved his like hat to pant color, like throughout the film. He stuck true to his name and character.
Ryan.
Yeah. Which is like Donald Trump's caddy. From the previous High School Musical 1. I think that's what you called him.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's true.
But also, one thing I think we should all point out is that if you can get to a country club, man, bro, it looks like fun. I don't even like golf, but love to be out there swinging.
I just remind of one of the most hilarious things that I found in this movie is when Troy was, I don't know, he was mad because, you know, he'd upset his friends and whatever. And he just went out onto the golf and just started singing.
Yeah.
And dude's like swinging his hands everywhere.
I'm telling you, man.
Hands first. And he's just, you know, looking into like the river and being like, bro, who am I? Like, I'm looking at me, but who am I?
And like it's like some weird CGI. Like
they could have just used a reflection.
They could have.
Like, that's what happens. Reflections, that's physics. Boy, they could have just used that.
Also, just how funny would it be if like he just got hit by a bolt, just struck and just died there.
I was just imagining people at the country club are like, is that guy that does basketball singing? What's he doing waving his hands? Is his hands going first?
Dude, you're not getting scholarships like to U of A if you're doing like basketball singing.
Right, because that was a good 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Of just him waving his hands around.
Also, speaking of U of A, you know those the basketball players that were like, hey, Troy, do you want to come like for a scrimmage?
Yeah.
They just look like accountants. Like, they do not look like athletes. Those dudes rocked up and I was like, these guys like barely fit into their clothes that they've got. What the hell? Like, these guys look like they've been pushing pencils. Like, look at my wrists, right? I'm not an athlete. The dude's wrists were smaller than my wrists. And they're talking about athletes. You do that with the ball, your wrist will break. If you're an athlete, your neck and your wrists have to be big.
Do they?
I think so.
Is that one of the written rules?
Well, I mean, like,
unwritten rules or written rules?
Because like this, like that's all you're doing when you're doing pencil pushing. How's your wrist going to get big from that? But I'm doing basketball throws. Tell me, bro.
You heard it here first. You don't have big wrists. Forget being an athlete.
How funny would it be if he's like, yeah, come to the Red Hawks, bro. Oh, man, you'll love it. Like, we'll get you scholarship and everything. And then he gets there and he's like, hold on a second. You guys are like bottom of the ladder. Wait, we're not even in the same division as the big colleges. And it's like, yeah, we're doing like accountancy. Like, this
is just amateur league.
Yeah, we're just doing commerce on the side. Like,
right.
The basketball is just for fun. And Troy's like, I wanted to get into the NBA. Like, how am I going to get into the NBA from this Division 8 like college team? It's like, oh, you know, we've got some openings in the commerce. If you want to sit next to me, like, I'll give you the notes from term 1.
If you want to work for H&R Block, you know, you can. We've got good internships.
Vincent, I think we're here.
I think I've said everything. Yeah, the movie was not good.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is the part where we tell them where this movie's worth $11.99 for Disney Plus admission. But this movie was definitely not good. No,
it wasn't. Definitely the first one is the one to watch.
Yeah.
We'll do 3 at some point, number 3.
There wasn't, you know what was sad about it? The characters didn't get an opportunity to like, one, be themselves at any point and just like, you know, except for Sharpay and Ryan. I think they're the only characters that got ample amount of play in this movie.
The only one that did any character development was Ryan, really.
Yeah, and all his character development was like, I'm not getting what I want, so I'm going to side with the other guys.
Yeah, that's right. He switched teams.
Yeah, which is fine. Like, that's character development.
The way and the moral of the story, in inverted commas, Troy was saying, you know, oh, how can I leave my friends behind to do like these things? Like, my future isn't everything.
It's like, bro, that's exactly what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
And also, like, how many friends have you got from high school?
Me?
Yeah.
All my friends are from high school.
Bro, I'm saying, like,
I'm telling you, and the only reason I make friends is if I hang out with someone for long enough. You know, I hang out at the sports car world. I just hang out there enough, and now they're my mates because they can't get rid of me. You know?
I should say, how many people did you like were friendly with at high school that are no longer in your life currently? Like, lots of people
that I was friendly with at high school.
You were like, hey, yeah, what's going on? What are you doing this weekend? Hey, you want to like go out, like hang out, like do some Nintendo 64? Like, they're like, nah, because I didn't play that. And you're like, oh, that's all right. We're still friends, aren't we?
Yeah,
Right?
but what do you mean by friendly?
I mean, like, you're like, hey, boss, hey, what are you eating there? And like, hey, I'll get some as well. Like, let me have a piece, you know?
Yeah, but
Like heads at high school that were like in your year level that you don't talk to no more. Heaps of heads.
yeah, well, there was like 80 people at our.
That's what I'm saying, bro. There's like 17. How many people in a basketball team? Like 12.
Oh, okay. You're saying that, Troy's probably going to only like 3 of them, really.
Yeah, and also they have to go to different states, obviously.
That makes it difficult, yeah.
Whereas here, it's all like, University of South Australia, University of Adelaide. It's like, oh, I'm gonna be at UniSA. I'm not gonna see you, bro. It's like the campuses are attached. Somehow the campuses are both attached. They're opposing like sides, but
yeah,
like you'll see me. Like, I'll be in the mess hole. I'll be eating food with you.
Mess hole.
We don't have those over here, but
no, we don't. We don't make mess.
We don't make mess, man. We just make amends, and that's what they should have done earlier in this film.
Bro, you got to get their wisdom teeth taken out because that's just too wise, bro. We don't make mess, we make amends. Far out. That was in one of them Proverbs book,
Yeah, dude, like
one of them, one of the ancient ones.
Yeah. So I think that this was by far like much lesser of a film in every way possible. And I love summer vacation versions of like movies and TV shows.
The only way it wasn't lesser than High School Musical, the original, was just by like sheer number on the end of the title.
Had more letters like associated with it.
Had more letters,
Yeah. And also it was like done in summer vacation. Like you give me, Even Stevens, but then you give me Even Stevens like in Hawaii. Oh, I'm watching that episode. How could you not? The Wizards of Waverly Place? Do you remember that show?
Yeah, bro, that was my vibe.
That was top tier, right? Do you remember like the TV movie that they made where they like went to Hawaii and they like lost their powers for like 5 minutes?
No, I can't remember that.
But it was good though.
I can imagine.
Because they were like doing like Honolulu things.
Dude,
like
OG,
surfing.
we should do OG just Disney crossovers. Like Hannah Montana meets like That's So Raven and
dude.
Wizards of Waverly Place go like to the Sweet Life on Deck.
Yeah. And they're just doing like wizard things on the boat.
Yeah.
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 Like Corey in the house.
Which house?
Like just the White House. Like remember that show
Just
where
the
he's
TV
like
show.
it's just Corey in the house?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was top tier.
Anyway, that's it. What else are we going to say?
I love how you're like, which house? Like I was going to give you more information. You knew exactly what I was saying, Vincent. No, don't watch this movie. Go back, just watch High School Musical 1 again. And listen to the slappers, man. Listen to them. They're not all slappers, but there's at least 2 or 3 in there that are slappers.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, you can see us on Facebook? No, stay away from Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, dude.
Except for Instagram. Like, we're on Instagram as well because,
Like, get your crop sorted. Like, Twitter's doing it.
Oh, dude, Twitter's OG.
Go on, tell them where
we're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. Twitter. We're on YouTube. That if you're on YouTube right now, like and subscribe. We've got Yumbo. We might even do another Yumbo video. We might even find someone who ate the Yumbo back when it was like the 70s. We might do that.
Have you got a plug for that?
I've got it.
So we're just going to be like sitting like, hey, is this what you remembered? Yeah, pretty much. Yumbo. Like, is that
some dude will just hop in the back of my car.
And like, I'll be in the front, so they'll be like pushing my like seat forward.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, that's it. Patreon.com/the back catalog. That's where we do our best work.
$2.
If you think this is good, wait till you see the Patreon. If you think this is bad, still wait till you see the Patreon because it's better.
Dude, $2 a month. Just pay $2 and it will get you now 39 pieces of content.
Man. That's
39
wild.
pieces of content for $2.
39 pieces. Bro, even chicken nuggets, you only get up to like 25-piece McNuggets.
And that's for like $10 minimum.
Right, that's done. You can re-listen to this as much as you want.
Download onto your phone, listen to it while you're on the bus.
Once you've eaten the nuggets, that's it.
It's just empty calories now, bro.
No more nuggets.
No more snuggets, man. Unless you got money, like country club money. Yeah. Then it's unlimited nuggets. And Italian leather. Anyway, farewell.
Farewell.